5 mental habits that boost success. The secret to unlocking your greatest potential isn't about working harder, but thinking smarter. Imagine waking up each morning knowing you have invisible tools that can turn obstacles into stepping stones, setbacks into lessons, and dreams into reality. But here's the twist. Most people have never been taught these skills. They're not found in textbooks, and even the world's most successful people sometimes stumble upon them by accident. So, what are these elusive mental habits, and how can you use them to transform your own life? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know the 5 mental habits that boost success, but you'll also have actionable strategies to make them part of your daily routine. And I'll share a personal story about a time when just one mental shift changed everything for me. One you definitely won't want to miss. I'll also reveal a simple phrase used by world chess champions to reframe mistakes. Can you guess what it is? Part 1. The power of perspective. Seeing opportunity where others see obstacles. Let's start with the first habit. Cultivating the power of perspective. Have you ever wondered why 2 people can face the exact same challenge, but only one comes out stronger? The difference isn't luck or skill, it's perspective. Successful people have trained themselves to see challenges as opportunities, not dead ends. Take Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." What if he'd viewed every failed experiment as proof he'd never succeed? How can we train ourselves to flip our perspective in real time, especially when pressure is mounting? We'll get to that in just a minute. Try this. Next time you hit a roadblock, ask yourself, what's the opportunity here that I'm not seeing yet? Write it down. Sometimes, the act of reframing is all it takes to reveal a hidden pathway. Part 2. The habit of consistent self-reflection. Now, habit number 2 is all about self-reflection. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even bad luck for our failures. But truly successful individuals constantly ask themselves, what can I do differently next time? Here's where most people get stuck. They avoid self-reflection because it can feel uncomfortable. But what if the discomfort you feel is actually a sign you're growing? Here's a mental trick. Every week, jot down 3 things that went well and 3 things you'd like to improve. Review them at the end of each month. The patterns you'll spot might just surprise you. Later, I'll reveal how one billionaire uses an unusual question to supercharge this habit, so keep watching. Part 3. Embracing delayed gratification. Let's talk about willpower, or as psychologists call it, delayed gratification. Studies show that people who can wait a little longer for a bigger reward tend to be more successful in life. But here's the thing. Delayed gratification isn't just about resisting temptation. It's about recognizing that true satisfaction takes time, effort, and patience. To put this idea into perspective, let's look at a real-life example. Imagine you are driven by ambition, sets out to write a book, an achievement that doesn't happen overnight. Instead of seeking instant praise or constantly checking for validation, you commit to the process, carving out a small window each day to write, even when motivation is low or distractions loom large. Each page is built on moments of choosing long-term fulfillment over fleeting comforts. What if you could increase your ability to wait just a little longer for bigger payoffs? Start small. Next time you crave instant gratification, pause and ask, what greater reward can I work toward right now? Before moving on, consider this. Elite performers across the globe, especially Olympic athletes, don't just rely on physical training. They dedicate countless hours to honing their mental resilience, developing routines and techniques that help them resist distraction and push through discomfort. Part 4. The art of positive self-talk. Mental habit number 4. Positive self-talk. We all have that inner voice, and, sometimes, it's not very nice. But did you know that simply changing the way you speak to yourself can radically shift your results? It's not about lying to yourself. It's about being your own coach, not your own worst critic. Next time you catch yourself saying, I can't do this, try flipping it to, I can't do this, yet. That single word can change your whole mindset. There's a simple phrase used by world chess champions to reframe mistakes. Can you guess what it is? I'll reveal it at the end. Part 5. The practice of mindfulness and presence. Finally, the 5th habit. Mindfulness and presence. We live in a world full of distractions: our phones, our schedules, our endless to-do lists. But the most successful people are those who can bring their full attention to the present moment. Some time ago, I had a meeting with a mentor who seemed to give complete, undivided attention, making even a short conversation feel profound. Mindfulness doesn't mean meditating for hours every day. It means training your mind to notice when it's wandering and gently bringing it back. Try this. Once a day, set a timer for 5 minutes. During that time, focus only on your breath. You'll be amazed at how this simple practice sharpens your focus and calms your mind. Imagine dedicating just 5 minutes each day to mindful breathing, no distractions. Just you and the gentle rhythm of your breath. Now, picture doing this simple exercise every day for an entire month. What changes might unfold within your mind? Recent scientific studies reveal that consistent mindfulness practice can actually reshape the brain, enhancing areas linked to focus, emotional regulation, and resilience to stress. Conclusion. Let's recap. The 5 mental habits that boost success are perspective, self-reflection, delayed gratification, positive self-talk, and mindfulness. But here's the most important part. None of these habits work unless you practice them consistently. Remember that story I teased at the beginning? A few years ago, I faced what felt like a career-ending obstacle. I was on the verge of walking away, convinced I couldn't recover. But I decided to try just one of these habits: positive self-talk. I wrote down a new belief. I am capable of finding a solution. Within weeks, opportunities started appearing where I once saw only closed doors. Remember this in part 2, how one billionaire uses an unusual question to supercharge this habit. To bring this idea to life, one billionaire harnesses the power of mindful presence. Every morning, before diving into tasks, they pause and ask themselves an unusual question. What deserves my full attention today? This single act of intentional questioning transforms their scattered focus into laser-like clarity, ensuring that each moment is spent on what truly matters. It's a small ritual, but practiced consistently, it supercharges their ability to stay present and make impactful decisions throughout the day. Remember this in part 4, there's a simple phrase used by world chess champions to reframe. Mistakes can, you still guess what it is. That phrase. Next move. World chess champions, when faced with a blunder, don't dwell on what went wrong, they simply say, next move, shifting their focus to the opportunity ahead rather than the error behind. So now, I challenge you, which habit will you start with? Share your answer in the comments below, and let's build a community of success-minded thinkers right here. If you found value in this video, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new episode. And if you want more deep dives into the mental habits that shape extraordinary lives, check out the next video on screen. Thanks for watching, and remember, the greatest changes start in the mind.